And I would like to ask our clerk to call the roll.
Councilmember Kendrick is absent. All other council members are present.
Great. Would you please then stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Remain standing after that for a brief moment of silence. One of our guests from Live Nation, would you lead us to the pledge? Would you? Sean?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. The city clerk posted orders of adjournment of the January 14th, 2020 meeting and the agenda of the January 28th, 2020 meeting in accordance with state law, council, and housing authority policy. We have two presentations on today's agenda. I'd like to ask the city manager to introduce the Live Nation.
Certainly. Mr. Mayor and members of the City Council, as you're aware, the Magnolia has been open since last September, and so we have a full quarter under our belt. Some of the leadership from Live Nation wanted to come down and give a brief report and actually extend a small token of appreciation to the City Council. So here tonight, we were expecting Eric Berkhammer, the Executive Vice President of Live Nation and Clubs, but for clubs and theaters, but he got called away on a business trip. But we're still fortunate to have Sean Heitkemper. He's Vice President of Operations for Live Nation, and actually our local manager of the Magnolia, Sean Marr. So, gentlemen.
Thank you, Council. Thank you, Graham. It's an honor to be here. I'll keep it brief because I know we want to see Yara. I know I'm excited to see Yara. But thank you guys for having us. As Graham stated, we've just finished out kind of our first quarter. We started in September, and we have exceeded our expectations in many ways, and we've met all of our budgetary expectations as well. I am the Vice President of Operations for Clubs and Theaters. I oversee the West Coast and some of the Midwest. It's my job to support the local team and to make sure that we have a venue that represents the community that we're in. Live Nation Clubs and Theaters, our philosophy isn't sort of this big monolithic corporate idea. Matter of factly, our job is to make sure that we build local community venues that feel like they come from the community, because they actually do. Let's see if I can get this. Am I shooting this thing over here? Maybe? On the side? Okay. So our first slide here, just a couple of highlights about getting involved in the community. 75% of our show team are from here in El Cajon. I know I personally hired quite a few of them. This is one of the best teams I've ever assembled. Excited, a lot of retirees, people who've had careers, who are seasoned, some young folks as well, learning their way around our business. One of our goals in Clubs and Theaters is to grow people from within. We have just scratched the surface on connecting with our local purveyors. Kalen's is providing tamales and tacos for our concessionaire. We have the New York Bakery across the street, one of my favorites, providing cookies and sweets also for our concessionaire. And your local brewery here, Creative Creature, is our craft beer partner for our events. We opened our doors for Haunt Fest. We had a couple movies, Casper and what's the other one? Hocus Pocus, that's right. We had snacks and kids all dressed up. A phenomenal event, as you all know. I was here personally for Mother Goose and was able to get on the television with Bill and do a little live simulcast. We participated in the Christmas tree lighting, handed out tickets, and got into the holiday spirit with some merchandise. We've participated in the Celebrate East County with a sponsorship at one of the tables. We've hosted the Hanukkah Lights event, and we're very excited to be part of the America on Main Street event, where we'll be activating our plaza, and that night we'll be presenting David Crosby, that's right, live during that festival. So again, scratching the surface, but we're involved. We're going to be more and more involved as we move through this year. We've got a great team who have been participating in the downtown business partners in the chamber. Another highlight to go over. Okay, there we go. One of the most important things in our business is to make sure that the artists are having a good time, are happy, and are pleased with the venue and the staff. And this is one of those venues where we've had, right out of the gates, nothing but incredible feedback from the artists and the agents and the managers. It's a snowball effect. I've been talking about this with our city manager periodically, but the more artists you get into the venue that have this feeling and they walk away, or the agents come by and check it out, the more you'll be able to book bigger and bigger artists. They love the green rooms. They love the huge stage. They love the lighting. They love the sound system. It's all state-of-the-art, very comfortable. We've partnered with the local Buckboards Barbecue and Brew. I think this is probably the best food on tour in the country right now. We've got nothing but amazing feedback. They're local. And we've also hired in audio design to provide backline, so when the tours are not bringing a particular piece of equipment with them, audio design will provide that. They're local, and they've got nothing but rave reviews. Our guests feel the same way about the lighting, the seating. There's not a bad seat in the house. The VIP section is phenomenal, and we're just getting cooking. This year is going to be an exceptional year because of the way you guys have set us up for success with this venue. Some media highlights real quick. I don't mean to take up too much time, but I'm proud of this. We've had the Fox 5 come by. I did a live piece on the morning with Heather Lake. We've had the Californian cover us, East County Magazine. San Diego Tribune has covered us quite a few times, including some recent write-ups by George Varga on the Beatles tribute and Art Garfunkel. NBC San Diego has been with us a couple times, including we filmed their television show on Saturday nights, Sound San Diego, with Eric Page, which is like a music magazine. And then ABC 10 News has been with us a couple times, recently featuring Graham in a piece called El Cajon Breathes New Life into the Magnolia Theater. It's been phenomenal in terms of the coverage we've been getting because of the shows, but also because of our marketer and because of just the fact that we have such a beautiful state-of-the-art venue. Next. Real quick, a heat map here. This green map will show you where people are coming from. 75% of our guests are coming from the greater San Diego area, 12% from Mexico, Arizona, and Nevada, 10% from LA, Riverside, Kern County, Orange County, 3% from Northern and Western California. Also, an incredibly important highlight, we've had 25 events and 26,000 attendees. So that's over 1,000 people a night on average in that building. That's absolutely right on track with where we want to be, probably a little bit better. Definitely in the first quarter to be there is really a telltale sign of where we're headed. About 50,000 people are using our website on an ongoing basis. We've had about 160,000 people visit the site. We're doing every kind of genre you could imagine: rock, soul, family programming. We have local events being booked by our special events department. Family programming last year included PJ Masks and Master Chef. We had 5 sold-out shows: Pat Benatar, Dream Theater, Ramon Ayala. The list goes on. And then much more to come. In 2020, this is just scratching the surface. It's January. We're just getting out of the gates, but we have David Crosby and the Mavericks, Alan Parsons, Kathleen Madigan, Sinbad, Amy Grant, just to name a few. 10 special events that have already been booked for this year from local clients, 10 additional rentals with third-party promoters. We've got some more family programming. We love the family stuff with Peppa Pig and Sesame Street Live. And then we've got the 10th anniversary of iHeartRadio celebration coming as well, plus a whole bunch of other really cool, unique events that don't quite always fit into just the concert. I can't be more proud of the team, the local staff we've hired. This is one of the best success stories I've seen, and I'm overseeing quite a few venues at this time. I've opened up 7 venues in the last year, and this is absolutely the highlight. thank you guys for having me. I know I went through it real quick, but we got to see the dog, and I know you guys have a short amount of time. But please come by. The greater community at large would love to have you guys join us for concerts. This is Sean Marr if you need anything, and we're going to hand out a few gifts.
Oh, thank you.
So Council, I'd recommend you come on down and receive those gifts.
Ready? 1, 2, 1 more.
Went dead.
Thank you. Thank you. Guys, appreciate it.
Well, wow, that is such good news that the Magnolia is doing so well. I kind of expect that it's going to get better and better. All right, now I'd like to ask our Human Resources Director, Marisol Thorne, to introduce Yara.
So, Mr. Mayor, as she's coming up, I just wanted to remind the council that we gave a presentation a few months ago about a pilot program that came about getting a fire station dog. Yara has been with the city for now about 3 months, and we wanted to introduce her to the city council. Our Human Resources Director, Marisol Thorne, will give a little bit of a background or an update, and then Travis Timmons, our fire engineer with our department, who's really become the main point contact and actually our local resident expert in this program, will conclude, and then we'll actually like to bring you back down again. I know we're moving you a lot tonight, but come on down, and we'd like you to actually meet Yara. So with that, Ms. Thorne.
Sounds like a good idea.
Mr. Mayor and members of the council, we're very excited to stand before you to provide an update and introduction to Yara. For the past 3 months, the committee, along with all the crew members at Station 6, have worked countless hours to integrate Yara into their fire family. Some of them are here with us today. As you are aware, Yara came to us as a therapy dog, and she's a certified fire station dog. I'm happy to announce that Yara has already positively affected the physical and mental well-being of our
Can you pull a
fire
microphone in
crews.
front of you? There you go. Thank you.
Before I turn over the floor to Travis, who will provide more information, I want to share a story that I heard so that you understand the strength of Yara's presence at Station 6. Recently, one of our fire engineers' engines was a structure fire. The structure fire was a functioning dog kennel, and unfortunately, there were numerous dogs who did not survive the fire. Our engine, who was dispatched, their main job was to retrieve those dogs from the scene. After they left the scene, they went on another call, and then they returned to station. Upon return, one of the crew members had a cuddle session with Yara. What had started as an emotional moment filled with tears turned into laughter as Yara licked the tears off his cheek. The reason I tell this story is because this moment isn't necessarily a critical incident. It's a moment that is a reason why we need a fire dog at the station 24 hours a day. In this instance, our crew member was able to benefit from the natural therapeutic impact that Yara brought to station. This moment is a true testament as to why we need this type of program. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Travis.
Hi, Travis. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me. I was here 5 months ago. For those of you who weren't here, we were presenting this program.
And my name's Travis Timmons. I'm an engineer, paramedic with the fire department here in El Cajon. It's okay. So I'm also the station dog coordinator for the station dog program. So last we spoke, we were waiting for her arrival. Yara arrived to the city October 18th, and we put on 3 days of training, morning and afternoon sessions for all the crew members to meet her, work on her obedience, go over the policy, the day-to-day, basically the day-to-day, how to take care of her, so that if they did come to Station 6, they would know how to do that. So Yara and the crew members have been adjusting well to her arrival. I bet you can imagine she's in a brand new home. She's used to one person, one trainer telling her what to do, and now she's got 24 different people on a 3-shift rotating basis that is telling her what to do. So there's a bit of an adjustment for her, and she's doing well. We've also had an adjustment with the crew members at the station. Some guys have had dogs their entire lives and know exactly what to do with her, and we have other guys who just know a dog is something you throw a ball at and you have to pick up poop every so often. Like they don't understand really what it takes to. So we've had a big learning curve with some of that, but it's all worked out well. We're 3 months in, and both the crews and her are settling in. The guys did get to learn that if you leave out something tempting for a puppy and you're not watching her, then she'll find her way up to the kitchen table and somehow get on there, either jump on or sneak on and eat an entire box of donuts. Yara loves her donuts, so we need to make sure we keep them away from the cops. So they can't come around when she's around. But in all seriousness, so that everyone's adapting well, and she's doing well. So there's 24 El Cajon fire employees and 3 shifts at Station 6, and we're considering her now our 25th employee. So she takes care of us, and we take care of her. Her job is to play and have fun, greet us at the door when we come back from calls, also, lick our faces or put a paw on our lap when we're feeling down, and she does a great job at all that so far. She attends a weekly training class in Mira Mesa. We take her there on Saturdays. She gets to work out her mind. She runs obstacle courses with other dogs, get its interaction. We typically will wash her, give her a pedicure, clean her nails up, and bring her back to the station after that. So besides the stress relief, that's what the intent of this program is, there's been also some noticeable other positive side effects of having her at the station. Notice that the guys are communicating a lot better with her around. There's also a large sense of ownership that you can feel with the guys at the station. Every time I show up to the station, she's got 5 more toys that I don't know where they came from. The guys are buying with their own money. Those training sessions on the occasional times that either I'm on shift or one of the guys on the committee is on shift and we can't take her, we have no problem finding a guy to step up and take 4 hours out of their Saturday morning to take her to this training that she needs every week. And we've never had an issue getting her there because of that. And these guys are doing it on their own time. We recently had a crate malfunction, so she was, if she wanted to, able to push her way out because of a latch being broken on the crate. What I would have expected to happen was they call me and ask the city to buy a new crate or the union to buy a new crate. Instead, the guys worked together, figured out the problem, realized it's not something you can buy on Amazon. They fabricated the metal pieces that needed to be made and did it on their own time and with their own money. So seeing the buy-in in the program is really, really a cool thing to see. Even though we're only 3 months into the program, we wanted to put out our first informational gathering survey, anonymous survey, to see if she's doing the job that the program is intended for. So I'll share some of the responses back we got. When asked if having Yara at the station was an overall positive or negative experience, 95% responded with that she's a positive experience at the station, with 1 person remaining neutral. We asked if Yara's presence reduces overall stress. Again, 95% says yes. We asked if the work environment has improved with her presence, and 90% said the work environment has improved. We added a room for comments so people can give suggestions. I'll share just a couple. One person says the overall morale is better. Another person wrote, she turns everyone's mood positive. You can't help but smile when you walk into the station and she greets you at the door. Someone else says she improves morale, creates responsibility for personnel. She increases positivity and optimism. And I'll just share one more. This is the best one. She makes getting to work in the morning something to really look forward to. So I thought that was pretty cool. Businesses spend millions of dollars to try to find something for their business to make their employees feel that way, and we can do it with the dog. So I think that's a pretty cool thing to talk about. So the program's still very new, but it appears as if we're on the right track and we're accomplishing what we've set for this program. And let's see. So with that, I'd like to officially introduce the Station Dog Committee and the Station Dog. I guess, did you guys want them to come up here and I'll introduce them, and then so if you guys want to come on up, I'll introduce you.
Before we do that, I think we have a couple of questions.
Sure, yeah. Yep, go
Hi,
ahead.
Travis.
Hi.
Very few fire stations in the country have a full-time therapy dog. Is that correct?
Correct. A program like ours. There's stations around the country who will have a person who works there maybe brings their own dog in, or they have a stray, but there's no policies behind it. There's no, what if the dog gets away, or what if the dog gets aggressive? There's none of that, no training. And then there are other programs where typically a chief will take the therapy dog home with them and they'll bring it in. Not many that have a therapy dog that's living at the station full time with policies backing and training backing the program. So I believe we were the sixth that we could find, all from the same trainer. So
Now, for those of you who aren't aware, Heartland Fire Department is what's called a Class 1 fire department. And fire departments, there are over 30,000 fire departments across the country. And they're rated by a company called ISO. And they're ranked from 1 to 10 based on things like equipment, training, performance, skill, access to water, things like that. And very few get a rating of Class 1. But I think it's less than 1% of those 30,000 plus stations in the country get ranked as Class 1. Travis, what is Heartland's rank?
we're Class 1.
It's a Class 1, folks. So we could say Yara is a...
Class 1 station dog?
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. All right.
Well, why don't we come down? You can introduce us to Yara.
Sounds good. You guys want to head on up there? Oh, hey, relax. So, Captain Extraordinaire Ben Jenkins has Yara. And if the rest of you guys want to... we got... We got firefighter paramedic Erwin Sanchez, firefighter paramedic Matt Goddard, engineer Josh Stewart, engineer Brandon Groller, and I'll head up there too for a picture.
Glad it's working out so well. All right. I think we need a city council dog. Just Oh, I do. Yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah, I'll borrow it. Please. All right. Lots of fun stuff. Let's get back to work, and we'll meet some of our guests. All right, we are now at consent items. Consent items are routine matters enacted by one motion according to the recommendation listed below. With the concurrence of the City Council, a council member or person in attendance may request discussion of a consent item at this time. Council members, do you wish to pull any of the consent items? Looks like no. Staff?
No, sir.
Angela, do we have any speaker cards for consent items?
Yes, sir. We have one card for item 7
Okay.
and from Bonnie Price.
Hi, Bonnie. You like dogs, Bonnie?
What?
You like dogs?
Oh, yes, especially labs.
Yeah, she's a nice dog. Nice.
The question I have is, it seemed to me like you have a preventative maintenance plan in place to repair pipes on a regular basis.
Uh-huh.
Why did this happen? Was there something unusual about it? Number 7, you had to replace...
Mr. Mayor, I can answer that question.
Yeah, please, yeah.
So the city has a lot of metal corrugated pipes that act as storm drains under our roadways. This is one of those older ones. We are in a multi-year process of replacing those pipes, and we assess them and we focus on the pipes that are the most likely to give. There are times where pipes erode or corrode faster than our study says, and we had 2 instances where there was a pipe collapse, and as a result, some sinkholes, not in the public right-of-way, but not in a street, so streets weren't blocked. So we are requesting that a declaration of an emergency occur so we can get those repaired immediately. They are a little bit unique. There's some nuances to these projects, so it's not a matter of just having an on-call company to do these because of the nature of the repairs.
Okay. Makes sense?
Okay, so there is a plan in place.
Yeah, there's an ongoing plan, but sometimes things move themselves to the front of the line.
Okay, thank you.
No more speakers, sir.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion then to approve the consent items. Moved and seconded, please vote.
Motion carries by unanimous vote of those present.
It brings us to public comment. Before public comment, Bob, would you like to talk to our guests?
Yes, I see we have a number of students in the audience. And I believe you're all from Valhalla, and you're probably all seniors, and you probably have a desire that you want to do after college. So what we'd like to have you do, without exception, no exceptions, everybody come down to the microphone here in front, introduce yourself by your name, and tell us what you'd like to do after you finish high school. And your teacher at the school, I'm sure, will be watching this to see if any of you do not show up, so that there's no exceptions.
Like now? No?
Go ahead.
Okay. My name is Vincent Youssef, and I want to study business and hopefully go into business.
Great.
Good.
My name is Fadi Amso, and I want to be an accountant.
Very
What?
good.
An accountant.
Oh, okay, great.
My name is Christopher Game. I want to be a police officer.
There we go.
Wonderful.
I'm Rami, and I'm trying to get a business.
My name is Bashar, and I want to study psychology.
Hello, my name is Yazan.
Hold on a second. Can I ask everybody to be quiet so we can hear? Thanks.
Hello, my name is Yazan El Nakib, and I want to be an engineer.
Good.
How you guys doing? I'm Joe Donato, and I want to be a sports broadcaster.
All right.
Wonderful.
Good afternoon. My name is Braden King, and I want to join the Air Force.
Wonderful.
Hi, my name is Yusuf. I own a business.
Good.
Hi, my name is Daniel Croft, and I'm going to be an actor.
Okay.
Actor.
Hi, my name is Omar Abusham, and I want to be an engineer.
Hi, my name is Justin Rizuki. I want to be a basketball player or a coach.
Hi, my name is Malachi Ruiz. I want to be a radiologist.
Hi, my name is Yusuf. I want to be an engineer.
Hi, my name is Taylor, and I want to be a physical therapist.
Hi, my name is Miriam, and I want to be a doctor.
Hi, my name is Azra, and I want to be a business major.
Can you speak up a little louder?
Hi, my name is Zina, and I want to be a major in business.
Hello, my name is Anthony Hernandez, and I would love to be a professional soccer player.
Hi, my name is Aaron, and I want to become a game developer.
Hi, my name is Zoe, and I want to be a marine biologist.
Hi, my name is Jonathan. I want to be law enforcement.
Okay.
Nice.
My name is Brandon. I want to be a mechanic.
My name is Aaron Lopez, and I want to be a personal trainer.
My name is Raymond Sanchez. I want to become a doctor.
My name is Danny Matty, and I want to be a mechanical engineer.
My name is Abraham Brito, and I want to be an Air Force pararescue man.
My name is Miriam Kachin. I want to be a physician assistant.
Hi, my name is Safina Gonzalez, and I want to be a microbiologist.
Hi, my name is Slady, and I want to be a pediatrician.
My name is Jenna, and I want to be a pharmacist.
Hello, my name is Eric Bransky, and I want to be a history teacher.
My name is Jocelyn Gardner. I want to be a pediatrician.
Hi, my name is Malvin Isaac, and I want to become an engineer.
Hi, my name is Mina Hanko, and I want to be a nurse.
Hi, my name is Rachel Fakori. I want to be an anesthesiologist.
Hi, my name is Nathan Youssef. I want to be an engineer.
My name is Anthony. I want to be a farmer.
Hi, my name is Saba, and I want to be a dental hygienist.
Hello, my name is Octavia Totorcini, and I want to be a marine biologist.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Daywood, and I want to study real estate and business.
Nice.
My name is Joshua, and I want to become a dentist.
My name is Rami Al-Saad, and I want to be a lawyer.
My name is Jennifer, and I want to go into forensics.
Hi, my name is Senna, and so far the plan is to go to med school.
Good.
Hi, my name is Haya, and I want to be a dentist.
Good.
Hi, my name is Tanya Murad. I want to be a medical esthetician.
Hi, my name is Renina. I want to major in international marketing.
Hi, my name is Nora, and I want to major in pediatric nurse.
Hi, my name is Melody. I want to be a nurse.
Hi, my name is Solaris Figueroa, and I want to be a business administrator. Hi, my name is Juana Valentina Larcon, and I want to be a film director.
Hi, my name is Alexis, and I want to be a vet.
Hi, my name is Afnal Garbi, and I would like to be a software engineer.
Hi, my name is Sierra, and I would like to be a concept artist.
Hi, my name is Tori, and I want to be a music educator.
Hi, my name is Corey, and I'd like to be a nurse. My name's Audrey, and I'd like to be a mineralogist.
My name is Kyle, and I want to become a pilot.
My name is Norris. I want to be a doctor.
My name is Zachary. I want to become a teacher.
Hi, my name is Luke. I want to be a personal trainer.
Okay.
My name is Dylan. I want to be a psychiatrist.
Hey, my name is Amal Hatem, and I would like to be a dentist.
My name is Alex Horn, and I want to be an auto mechanic.
Hi, my name is Brian. I want to be a dentist.
Hey, my name is Yusuf. I want to be a dentist.
Hey, my name is Naris, and I want to be an engineer.
Hi, my name is Farah, and I want to be a fashion designer.
Hi, my name is Fadi. I want to be a engineer.
Hi, my name's Kyler Moore, and it looks like I'm going to be doing volleyball for the men's national sitting team and beach Paralympic team.
Very good. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Mario Johnson. I'll become a lawyer.
Hey.
Hi, my name is Ben Serrano, and I'm going to be a special needs teacher.
Good.
My name is Tyler Straub, and I want to be a paramedic.
Very good.
Wow, that's good.
And I'm sure the people from Live Nation took a note of those that want to be actors and music teachers and things like that for their productions that they have. So take a note of that, students, and you are in front of somebody that hires thousands of people around the country to do different venues. And I congratulate all of you for coming up and speaking. If I'd asked to be done to do that, but at your age, I probably would have been shaking in my in my clothes and not wanting to do it. But thank you for doing it. That's a very good self-esteem lesson for you to come up in front of all these people and explain what you want to do and all. So congratulations to you, and God bless you. And too bad you didn't stay for the rest of the council meeting. It'd be pretty exciting, especially tonight when we have our State of the City address at the Reagan Center. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. All right, we're going to move on to public comment. At this time, any person may address a matter within the jurisdiction of the City Council, Housing Authority, successor agency to the El Cajon Redevelopment Agency that is not on the agenda. Comments relating to items on today's agenda are to be taken at the time the item is heard. State law prohibits discussion or action on items not on the agenda. However, City Council and Housing Authority members may briefly respond to statements or questions, and an item may be placed on a future agenda. Angela, do we have any cards under public comment?
Yes, sir. We have two speakers. The first one is Sunshine Horton.
Hi, Sunshine.
Hi. My name is Sunshine Horton, and I want to be a spirit lifter. Okay, I'm here to tell you what happened to me last year. My mother passed away in October, and my cousin and I would spend a day together on my mother's funeral. Healthy lady with kids and grandkids and that. 5 days later, her daughter calls me. She passed over. So I was so stressed that my sugar shot up almost 600. So I ended up in the hospital, and I said, God, I know they come in 3, but I don't want to be the 3rd one, because the world needs a lot of love because we're fighting too much. Anyway, I'm here to talk about the human race, okay? I see, when I was young, which is, God, 45 years ago or so, because I'll be 75 this year, if God allows me, we didn't have all this, your president, you're this, you're that. We did have it, but not as much. And now we have it too much, and to me, there's only one race, the human race. I see everybody equal because we're all, if you cut us open, like the song said, we all bleed the same. Listen to that song and it would show you how we all are the same. So we shouldn't be pointing fingers because 3 point your way when you do that. We should be more lovable like the rainbow, okay? What would the rainbow look with one color? You know, so we got to do a rainbow human race. Come together, talk about our traditional dresses, traditional dances, our foods, show each other what we can make. I mean, there's so many things that we can come together on and join the wonderful world we have. Like the rainbow, I know I cannot have heaven on earth. But ever since my mother passed on and my cousin right away spending the day, I said, I got to do something. Too many people are hating people. When I look at people, I look at the spirit and soul. I don't look if it's Mexican, American, Chinese, whatever. I'm dealing with the inside of the person. And if that person is not what I really approve of, God bless that person and go on her life. But I don't discriminate, because anything that I can discriminate on, it can come to me. So what I'm asking everybody, just to look at each other. When you go to the store, if you see a lady that needs $1, give it to her. I done everything that you hear on the radio. Oh, this person, I done everything. I've done everything, and I don't go with a big banner. I did this, I did that. I just do it because it makes me happy and it makes the other person happy. I mean, when people go and is buying groceries and they're putting the cookies away, they're putting something away, you say, oh my God, they don't have money to buy the goodies. Pay for them. I've done it many times, and it makes me feel so happy because I was there one time, okay? So what I'm asking, everybody love each other without seeing each other from the outside. See each other from the inside, and if that's what you want, enjoy that person. So I'm just asking everybody to come together as a human race and beat the rainbow, and let's make one better ourselves, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Sunshine.
Bonnie Price.
Hi, Bonnie.
Back again. I second what she said. When I saw these young people coming up here and remembered that there was just a Supreme Court case that will now keep people out because they're poor, I just thought, I bet some of these kids' parents couldn't have gotten in under the new ruling by the Supreme Court. That's just outrageous. On a better note, I did want to say, as one of the people who fought to keep the East County Performing Arts building in one piece, I was delighted to hear the report today from Live Nation. It was a vindication of the work of hundreds of people who wanted to have that theater be here and serve the public, and it certainly is doing that. I don't know if you have a community advisory board suggesting acts or anything like that, but I do know that I think you could fill the theater for months if you could get Susan Boyle to come to sing. She is well known around the world. Ever since 2009, she became an overnight star, and she has traveled the globe singing to people in clear, beautiful tones that they appreciate. And I know she sang at the Houston Lakers Community Church and had the whole place filled up, and that seats 17,000. I did attend her first tour in the United States, but I do think she would be a great draw for this local population. And that's my comments. Thank you for your work in supporting the Magnolia, and thanks to Live Nation for what they're doing.
She seems like the right kind of act for. Maybe she'll come. Oh. All right, so is that the end of that?
No more cards, sir.
All right, that brings us to written communications, of which there are none today. We're now at public hearings. Item 10 is regarding the Lexington Senior Apartments. And staff, would you please tell us about this?
Excuse me, yes, Mayor, members of the City Council. The request at this time is to continue this item until February 11th, 2020, at which time you'll receive a more comprehensive report on this item. In order to do that, we need you to open the public hearing, receive any public comment, and then close the public hearing, and then we will continue the item to a date certain, which is February 11th, 2020.
Do you need a vote for that?
Just to open and close the public hearing.
Not to continue?
Not to continue.
No, we would like you to open the public hearing, determine if anybody's here to speak to it, and then not close the public hearing, just simply vote to continue it to February 11th at 3 p.m.
Right. Sounds great. Well, do we have any speaker cards on this item?
We have no cards, sir.
Okay, then I would like to make a motion to continue it to the February 11th meeting. Moved and seconded, please vote.
Motion carries by unanimous vote of those present.
We have a couple of administrative reports on today's agenda. Item 11 is an annual financial report. And staff, would you please tell us about that? Hi, Clay. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Honorable Mayor, distinguished members of the City Council. My name is Clay Shane. I'm the Director of Finance for the City of El Cajon. Our topic topic for today is our fiscal year 2019 Comprehensive Annual Financial Report, or CAFR for short. This document is available on the city's website under the Finance Department, along with the 2 preceding years. This document is one that is not talked about very often, but it is very important. It's frequently overshadowed by its sister document, the annual budget document. The annual budget document is a policy tool that's largely of our own design. The CAFR, however, is a highly prescribed technical document that serves as an official record and resource. In the academic world, the budget would be the syllabus, the CAFR would be the report card. Our presentation for today is broken up into 3 main parts. The first part is a brief overview of the key components of the CAFR. The second, we have representatives from our outside audit firm, Rogers, Anderson, Melody, and Scott, here to discuss the role of the outside auditors in the process. And eventually, we will ask the City Council to receive and accept the report. At this time, I'd like to introduce one of the document's primary authors, senior accountant in the City of El Cajon's Finance Department, Luca Gonzalez.
Hello, Luca. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Good afternoon. So I'll just real quick. I'm Luca. I've been with the city for 2 years tomorrow, my anniversary. So this would be just a general overview of what our CAFR is. So the Finance Department prepares a CAFR every fiscal year. We prepare it in accordance with GAAP, which are generally accepted accounting principles, and we update it each year for any new GASB pronouncements. GASB is the Governmental Accounting Standards Board, and they dictate the presentation and reporting requirements of the CAFR. So as you can see, the CAFR is broken down into 3 sections. There's the introductory section, the financial section, and the statistical section. This structure was established by GASB Statement Number 34. The goal was to standardize the CAFR for CAFRs across the country for comparison purposes. So first, in the introductory section is the table of contents, and you'll also find the letter of transmittal. This is just a letter from management that provides a general overview of the audit process, the city, some local economic factors, and some highlighted financial information. In the introductory section, you'll also find our GFOA award for last year's CAFR, a list of the city's officers, and the organization chart for the city. Next will be the financial section. This is the biggest section of the CAFR. This includes the independent auditor's report in which they express their opinion, the MD&A, which is the management's discussion and analysis. This is a narrative portion that introduces the basic financial statements. It gives an analytical overview of everything in them, and also includes a year-over-year comparison with explanations for variances. Next will be the basic financial statements, which starts with the government-wide statements. It's the city as a whole, and then we go a level lower for the fund financial statements broken down by fund type. Next would be the the notes to the basic financial statements, and this just gives additional information and narrative for numbers within the statements. There's also required supplementary information, and this is where you'll find the budgetary comparison for the general fund, and also supplementary information, which is more financial statements, lower level at the fund level, and also includes budgetary comparisons for specific funds. Last would be the statistical section. This just gives general information of the city, more detailed. Generally, we have about 10 years of historical data, if applicable, and that's also broken down into 5 categories. There's financial trends, revenue capacity, debt capacity, demographic and economic information, and operating information. So overall, that's the CAFR. So next is our auditors. They'll be explaining their process.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, welcome.
Hello, welcome. Good afternoon. My name is Laura Vizu, and
hello, my name is Luis Fernandez.
And like Luca mentioned, we're with Rogers, Anderson, Melody, and Scott. Luis here is actually the lead in charge for this audit. And then we just have a quick presentation for you. So, like Luca already mentioned, our audit is conducted in accordance with general accepted accounting auditing principles, and then the government auditing standards. So this is basically dictates the way that we plan and we perform our audit of the financial statements. And our goal here is to express an opinion on the financial statements that are prepared by your finance department. And our goal here is to provide reasonable assurance that there are no material misstatements. And we just want to state that it's reasonable. It's not possible for us to give you an absolute answer because that would require us to be here every day looking at every transaction. So we look at transactions throughout the year based on materiality. There's different ways that we look at them. So we just like to state that it's reasonable assurance that there is no material misstatements within the financial statements. And then the cleanest opinion, or the opinion that everybody wants to get, is the unmodified opinion, which is when you go to our report, it is the unmodified opinion that we present for the city's financial statements. And so our audit is usually conducted in two separate times. So we usually come out twice a year for the audit. At the beginning, we look at the internal controls of the city. So we're looking at controls that you guys have set up to make sure that they're adequate enough that they are assessing the risk of any potential mistakes, and if there is mistakes, that you're correcting them. There's also the second part of the audit, which is the year-end. We do a little bit more of an analytical procedures, trying to look at the transactions, verifying any purchases, and we also do third-party confirmations, in which we go through your third parties and confirm bank statements and make sure that the balances that are presented in your financial statements are accurate. We go through your minutes and read through that. This year we also did an additional data analytics, which we took all of your cash disbursements throughout the year and used a new software to analyze it in a way that we normally wouldn't be able to. It would be too time consuming, and it essentially looks at all of the checks, gives us an idea if there is any checks that are missing from the checks that were dispersed. It looks at the amounts of the checks that were written and different areas to see if there is any potential for any discrepancies that we may find. And if anything comes up, then we would have gone to your finance department to clarify and get a better understanding of that. So there is some communications that we have with the board every year. So those are your SAS 114 letters. Those are essentially letters that we send out at the beginning, at the end of our audit. At the beginning of the audit is just to present our what our goal is when we're going to start the audit, our responsibilities of management as far as maintaining controls. And then we have one at the end of the year that essentially says that, yes, we did follow the plan of the audits. And if there is any additional communications that we might need to have with you, that would be if there were any significant deficiencies we noted during our testing. We did not have any of those this year, or I can say in the past year, so we wouldn't have sent that. But that's one of the other required letters. And lastly is our audit report. Our audit report is included in your financial statements, and this essentially says that we looked at your statements, like I mentioned before, and then there was no material misstatements, and you got a clean opinion letter from us. And that is all I have for us. I'd just like to mention that Finance Department is always very helpful and they respond very quickly, so they make the audit process a lot more efficient, and they're very helpful with any questions that we might have.
Thanks very much. Comprehensive report. Let me see if there's any questions for you. Yes. Council? Steve?
What's the value of having an unmodified opinion of achieving a certificate of achievement and excellence in financial reporting? What's the value to taxpayers in El Cajon of that kind of excellence?
Well, when you get that GFOA award comment, it's essentially saying that you're transparent. You are doing your best to give the people of the city a better idea, a clear opinion of what is going on with the city. So it's just saying that you are you're performing great. You're transparent with the people of the city.
Does it have value, for instance, when we apply for government grants in different places?
I would direct you to the finance department, and I'm not very familiar with what the process is for applying for grants.
Okay.
So they would be better equipped at answering
Sounds
that
good.
question
Thank
for
you. You know what? I will ask staff that question. I'll direct it to the city manager who can deal with it.
So in my history, I don't recall ever filling out a grant application form where we had to sort of check a box. But in a lot of grant application forms, there is a requirement to submit your latest audit or last few years of audit. So it does go into the overall understanding of the fiscal health of the city and whether we could be trusted. It looks like Mr. Shane may have some additional commentary as well.
I'd like to add to that. Thank you very much. I would also like to add to that, well, I have not seen that in a grant application as well, but rating agencies for debt issuances look favorably on these kind of status symbols of the quality of your financial records, and it frequently will result in a better bond rating and will lower the cost of money should we be issuing debt. So there is a benefit for maintaining this level of excellence.
So to the taxpayer, the better the records, the more transparent, the better the controls, the better the audit. Lower interest rates means lower interest expense on money that we have to borrow, that the taxpayers have to pay?
That's exactly correct.
Okay, thank you. Well done.
Okay, any more questions, council? All right. Angela, do we have any speaker cards on this item?
No speaker, sir.
All right. Is there any further discussion, or would somebody like to proceed with a motion?
I'd recommend that the City Council receives and accepts the comprehensive financial report.
Second.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Motion carries by unanimous vote of those present.
Thank you, Clay, and please thank your staff for us for all the hard work. We know that a lot went into this. Item 12 is a report on debris collection services. And staff, would you please tell us about this?
Mr. Mayor and members of the council, at your last meeting, the City Council directed staff to bring back an agreement with ECTLC to extend its contract to clean up debris in neighborhoods and in parks to augment what we're doing at the Public Works Department. We are bringing back about a 6-month agreement with a cost of $6,500 per month. As you recall, this is a bit of a pilot program, so we were able to do this in some segmented sections. So we did a half a year. It's proving to be worthwhile, so we'd recommend going another half a year. But because of the size of this contract, we would have to go out to bid for next year's service. So we could not extend this for another year. So we'll be preparing some bid documentation, sending that out on the street, and seeing if there's other entities that would like to participate in this program. So with that, staff can answer any questions, but if there are none, staff would recommend that the council consider the revised resolution that you see on the dais that would approve the agreement up to 6 months for the amount of $6,500 per month for the cleaning up of debris with ECTLC.
Okay. And great. Any questions, council?
Any cards?
Are there any speaker cards on this?
No cards, sir.
Well, I see that this should save us about $81,000. Seems like not only a good thing to do, but a good financial decision.
So I recommend that we take staff recommendations on this.
Second.
Moved and seconded, please vote.
Motion carries by unanimous vote of those present.
All right. There are no commissioner reports today. Item 13 is my activities report. There's no legislative report on today's agenda. Councilmember Kendrick's activities report is submitted. Councilmember McClellan.
Yes, as reported. However, I would like to suggest to the council, there was an article in the Union Tribune not too long ago about an article about smart street lights program draws praise and criticism. Well, I think the praise is overwhelmingly above the criticisms. We have, in this country, when I grew up, kids could go out in the street and play, and their parents didn't worry about them. They'd all be in when it was dark, and there were no problems compared to what we have today in this world that we live in. And with street lights, cameras, we could see immediate things that are happening in our city that need attention. And then, of course, there's a lot of things that we don't need to see, which they would be ignored, of course. But graffiti, accidents, hit and runs, other crimes, hostility among citizens that begin with fights and maybe even death in some cases. These things could be maybe minimized if we have cameras on our streetlights. And I would encourage the staff to study this and bring it forward. And we might, I've been reading lately about a lot of people saying in the newspaper about, because I read the paper every day, about red light cameras. And there was a big cry about no more red light cameras. You know, it's a nuisance. We don't want it anymore. Now I see people saying, bring them back, because there's accidents, there's people running red lights, more than what there were before. So people know there's no red light cameras, so they don't bother to stop when the light turns red. And we have accidents and things, and I'd be interested to see a report from the police department what our highest accident rate where we had the cameras, what it was when we had the cameras, and now what it is without the cameras, and see if it's made a big difference. Because I think that people would be more compliant if they knew there were things out there. And I understand that red light cameras or cameras on street lights could also control speeding in some areas. Like if you're going 5 miles over the speed limit, probably wouldn't bother you. But if you're going 10, 15, 20 miles over the speed limit, especially in residential areas, the cameras could notify the police, send out a letter, maybe even give them a warning, and maybe calm things down on our streets, because I know road rage and everything else has been a problem in our world that we live in today, which it didn't occur 60 years ago when I was first driving, or after I was driving. So it'd be a welcome help to our law enforcement and to our morality of our cities. Thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
Mr. Mayor, I can comment on that briefly. This is not an agenda item, so we really can't have a conversation, but I should let the council be aware that this is a complicated, complex issue. A lot of times the city of El Cajon likes to be first in some innovation, but there's some value of not being first sometimes, because I think we've learned some of the mistakes of some of our neighboring cities that have implemented this technology, maybe in not the best way to roll it out. I think a lot of that comes down to what is the goal of the program, and I don't know if some of our neighbors have really well defined the goal of the program. We are, and this is why I want to disclose, we are at a staff level having some conversations with Qualcomm that would like to use El Cajon to do some pilot programming, to use some smart technology. And it's not necessarily cameras on streetlights, but it's using artificial intelligence to just be smarter about streetlights, actually dimming streetlights when there's no traffic, for example. There's no reason to have a lit up street when there's nobody on the street. Other times there's ways to trigger a camera to come on under certain preset designated moments. These are things that we at the staff level are kind of figuring out and wanting to present to the council at some point as part of a bigger pilot package. But I want just the council to know that we are thinking about how to best utilize technology to serve our residents, but also to protect their privacy as well.
Thank you, Graham. Steve?
My items are as reported, but I will add a comment as well. I think the people of El Cajon should really know that our city staff is firing on all cylinders, all departments. It's, we're not making headlines for the wrong reasons. We're making headlines for all the right reasons, including Live Nation and Magnolia and things. People want to come here to El Cajon. They want to come spend money in El Cajon. They want to build a new home in El Cajon. And we've got great things going on. At the same time that we're playing offense with economic development, we're playing defense and keeping the city clean. Yesterday morning, I had breakfast with the city manager, and we finished at 8:30. I mentioned a couple of hot spots of encampments around, and by less than 4 hours later, those two hot spots were cleaned up. The police had come and they had arrested an individual who had an outstanding warrant for his arrest from the San Diego Sheriff's Office. So we got a problem, somebody who was wanted for a warrant for arrest off the street, and we got the street cleaned up. So Public Works, police, we heard some great work from our finance team today. We've got a great event tonight that IT and our Parks and Rec and all sorts of people do. All of our departments are firing on all cylinders. And that's good for the taxpayers of El Cajon when they know that our city is really moving in a great direction.
Thanks.
Thank you, Steve. Phil?
As reported. Did you add to that?
All right, there are no joint council member reports on today's agenda. Item 19 is a donation to the animal shelter in the month of December. And we have no first or second readings or ordinances on today's agenda. And that brings us to closed session. Our city attorney will recite the title and lead us to the closed session.
Thank you, Mayor. The City Council will be meeting in closed session on one item. It's an item of existing litigation pursuant to paragraph 1 of subdivision D of the Government Code, Section 54956.9. The name of the case is El Cajon Police Officers Association versus City of El Cajon.
All right, let's make a motion that we go to closed session.
Second.
Move to second, please vote.
Motion carries by unanimous vote of those present.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to closed session. We'll be back very quickly and to finish the meeting. Thank you. Now, gentlemen, we're back from closed session. I'll have our city attorney report on the actions taken in closed session.
Thank you. Now that we have a quorum, I'll go ahead and support. The City Council heard a report on the litigation described in the agenda, and that is the case of El Cajon Police Officers Association versus the City of El Cajon. It was discussed that the city has reached a settlement with the media interveners who filed the motion and complaint and intervention in that case, the terms of which will be contained in a settlement agreement that's available for public review.
Thank you, Morgan. This brings us then to the adjournment. The adjourned regular joint meeting of the El Cajon City Council and El Cajon Housing Authority, held this 28th day of January 2020, is adjourned until Tuesday, February 11th, 2020 at 3 o'clock p.m. Thank you.